Hello and welcome to the most important SSB interview questions for Indian Army. This is part 3 of this video series, and today we are going to cover the basic knowledge about Indian Army. This is very important if you're going for your SSB to learn the basic things so that you can impress interview by showing your knowledge about Indian Armed Forces. Let's get started. So the first question which the interview can ask is the logo of Indian Army. Before joining any organization, you should at least know the logo as it is very basic. So comment down in the section that did you know the logo of Indian Army before? And if not, I'll tell you that the logo of Indian Army is a national emblem with two swords crossing each other or intersecting each other. So this is the national logo of Indian Army, which you should know. The second question is, where is the headquarter of Indian Army located? So most of the students do expect it right that it must be in the New Delhi, which is the correct answer. So the headquarter of Indian Army is in New Delhi. Let's move to the next question, which is world's strongest army. Which country has the world's strongest army? So Indian Army is the fourth most strongest army in the world. The strongest is USA, second Russia, third China, fourth India. Although when the interviewer asks you like which country is the strongest army, so you have to frame your answer in the perfect way, like so Indian Army stands fourth and it is the fourth most strongest army in the world, but this rating is given on the basis of machines, and we as an Indians we consider that manpower stands more stronger than the machines, as we have seen in the wars of 1971, where in Rajasthan only 15 soldiers were there in the border, and in Pakistan thousands of soldiers are attacked. Still we survived and we win the war, and 93,000 soldiers of Pakistan surrender, which is a Guinness Book of World Record till date. So these are the examples by which we can say that our strongest army is India. Okay, so you do not have to show the interviewer that you are supporting that India is weak or something like that. No, you always have to stay motivated, because being in armed forces is all about motivation. So you should frame your answers in a perfect way that you can also express how much knowledge, in-depth knowledge you have about the armed forces, and you can tell the facts also that yes, India do stands in the fourth position, but these are my points which justify that India is the strongest one. I hope you get it. The next question is world's largest army. Now, world's largest army means number of active personals. So, China has the world's largest army, largest active personnel serving, but India is the second largest army in the world. Also, China's that defense personals do vary, because they have a huge border, and they have aggregated them based on the Hong Kong region or Taiwan, Japan. They have conflicted those issues, those areas. So they have most of the army in that. And in the past few years, we have seen in the Ladakh region, they are more active now. So yes, so India is the second largest army in the world. Please keep this in mind while answering the question. Our next question is, who is the current chief of Indian Army? So this is the most asked question which you should know. So the first, our commander-in-chief, who is the supreme commander of Indian Army, he is the president of India. Okay, so President Ramnath Kovind is the supreme commander of Indian Army, or you can say he is commander-in-chief. Now, who is the chief of army staff, which we call as COAS? So General Manoj Pandey is the chief of army staff, who was the vice chief of army staff. So Lieutenant General Bhagavali Somashekar Raju is the Vice Chief of Army Staff, or Vice COAS. So who's the Chief of Air Force? So Air Chief Marshal Vivek Ram Chaudhary, and similarly of the Navy, it's Admiral R. Hari Kumar. The fun fact here is that all three of the dignitaries are from the same NDA batch 61, which is why they are very good friends, as they belong to the same batch. So it's a great thing that we have all three dignitaries from different forces of the same batch. Our next question, most frequently asked, is who is the current CDS? So as you know, by CDS we means Combined Defense Services or Chief of Defense Staff, where we say that all three forces should come together and one person should be there who will be heading all the three forces. For example, we have realized the importance of CDS in the Kargil war, where the mismanagement between all the three forces happen, or miscommunication happen. So to overcome that, this position was designed, like we will be having Chief of Defense Staff who will be giving commands to all three officers, and they will take decisions like that. So our first CDS was General Bipin Rawat, but as we know, in the helicopter crash of M17, he died misfortunately, and for now, the place is vacant, and we have no current CDS till date. Although we have a chairman, General Manoj Mukud Naravane, he is appointed as the chairman of CDS, but not the CDS itself. Our next question is the special forces in army. So in every force there is one special forces, or the most strongest force you may call. So what is the special forces in army? It is Para SF, or which students very religiously call Parachute Regiment. They are known for the maroon beret and the parachute logo insignia, and these commandos are very well trained to counter all type of operations, whether it's counter insurgency, terrorism, direct action, and etc. So these are the most elite force of Indian Army, and the motto is men apart, every man an emperor. You should know this, especially boys who are opting for Para SF or who aims to go in Para SF. It is very important for them to know the basic details about it, because Para SF is a voluntary thing, and people from different forces who do best in the categories or jobs, later stages they opt for Para SF, and they undergo the commander trainings. There is a Hell Week trainings, and it's very tough for any human being. It breaks all the barriers of human being, and they say that they make men out of boys. So yes, it's a very prestigious thing to go in Para SF, wear that maroon beret, and serve the nation. So this is the special force in army. Similarly, we have special forces in Navy and Air Force also. So in Navy, we have Marcos. They are called Marine Commandos. They are also have a nickname like Magarmach. They are called Magarmach because they can stay underwater, and you cannot notice them where they are. They are mostly like Mr. India. They can go anywhere without being seen. Their training is also very tough, and they are capable of doing operations under the water, over the surface, above the sea, everywhere. So they are known as Marcos. Similarly, for the Air Force, we have Garud Commandos. You should remember all the three special forces names, because interviewer may ask you this question. So that is it for today. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.